Hello everyone, my name is Daniel Dean and I am the Research Chair for Marshy Point Nature Center Council, and today you're joining me in the Research Chair. Today on the Research Chair, the hunt for more history. Did you know there is another cemetery on the Marshy Point Peninsula in addition to the 18th century resting place inside of the park? The cemetery holds some of the hunting history and is located on the private property of American Native Plants, a wholesaler nursery. We ask that you do not trespass and respect the privacy of this business which bounds the park. I had the privilege of visiting this scenic spot with the previous Recreation and Parks Director for Marshy Point and our Marshy Point Nature Center Council President. With the permission of the landowners, we wanted to hunt for a trophy of our own, a boundary marker from the mid-18th century. During our quest, we soon realized the marker we sought is most likely in the creek, more than a wading distance from the eroded shoreline. What we didn't realize was the importance of a piece of history we would explore from the early 20th century while walking through the brush. A small cemetery of hunting dogs was waiting for us to make the day worthwhile. The waterfowl hunting era at Marshy Point was prominent in the mid-19th century and continued through the early 20th century. These peak years brought the well-to-do society members from all over Baltimore County to come and visit the Baltimore Ducking Club, the Marshy Point Ducking Club, and those members who had stakes in the land. Many would come out and visit the families who owned the property during vacations and festive outings. There were so many sources, articles, and books on this subject, one could write even another book to include alongside C. John Sullivan's book, Marshy Point Ducking Club. However, the inspiration for this article came from another author, Gary Chambers, who emailed me in hopes to find the dog cemetery location. One of the interesting articles we did not have in our collection, which Mr. Chambers provided, mentioned a dog with the name Boast. In the Star-Democrat, Easton, Maryland, May 21st, 1937, on page 5, Marshy Point Boast was being handled by A.K. Weiskittle. When I visited the dog cemetery a few years back, the name on one of the headstones also was named Boast with the inscription, True and Faithful Chesapeake. However, these were two different dogs. The Boast in the cemetery died August 12, 1926. There are initials of H.C.W. in the bottom right, most likely for Harry C. Weiskittle, who died in 1943. The one in the 1937 article was most likely owned by Anton K. Weiskittle, the son of Harry. We look at dogs as our companions. Even as I write this article late and pushing the deadline, my dog is firmly attached under my arm while I type sideways as to not wake him. Our fond memories of those who give unconditional love and loyalty seem to transition their short time on earth as we try and keep the thoughts of our lost and furry loved ones alive. Boast was true and faithful according to what was inscribed almost 100 years ago. The next generation even took his name, not much different than what people do with human family members. Once again, we see how the years may pass, but the impact of the smallest of lives can shine through the detritus of nearly a century of nature's mourning. Thank you for joining us on our first episode.